In this video, I'm going to walk you through on screen step by step how to file an LLC in the state of Arizona. So, as you can see right here, if you just do a Google search of the Arizona Secretary of State website, the first link here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to select the business link here. Now, this is Arizona does it a little bit different than everyone else. So this is the Secretary of State website, but they're actually going to take you to another website that handles all of their corporations. And I discovered that by over here on the right hand side, if you select corporations, it will give you some information, like more specific information related to businesses in the state of Arizona. And what you're going to want to do here is I found in this paragraph, if you want to file a corporation or LLC, you'll need to contact a separate agency, the Arizona Corporate Commission. So select that link right there, and that will take you to another page. And this is where you'll actually be able to start the online registration for your LLC. So our dashboard, what we want to do here is we want to select create a new LLC. Now, the reason or how I got to this page, before you actually get to that first page that you see, you're going to be asked to create a login with the Arizona Corporate Commission and or the Arizona Secretary of State. It's very simple, takes about a minute and a half. You just, again, use your emails and set up an account for you to log in. And then once you log in, you will see the exact same page that you just saw to be able to create that LLC. But they're going to want you to create an account first. So we're starting a business. We're going to select Limited Liability Company. You'll also see Professional LLC down here. This is for professional services like doctors, lawyers, accountants, and things like that. It has the same exact function. This is just a further specification. It doesn't make this better or worse than a typical LLC, but we'll just select LLC. It would be the same process for each. Now, here is where, again, there was another state that also does it this way, where you can select your entity name, and we're going to call it Neptune Spear LLC. Now, you're always going to want to put LLC right after your name. Most of these websites will ask you to do that and include that as part of the name. And so what you'll do here is you'll just select search, and it will tell you whether or not that name is available to use. So it really saves you the hassle of going through the process only to find out that a name is taken by someone else. So it's right here, we'll go ahead and we'll enter the name, we'll search, and it will tell us if it's available or not. So as you can see, that is available. So we know we're good to go there, and we will select next. So here next, we are going to enter some more specifics about the entity. So we want a good contact email address for our company. And that can be whatever email you want to add. And then it will give you a notice here, not a bad thing. It's just asking you to confirm that you understand that this would be a good email for the state to send you notices, send you any documentation. So you select agree, and that will enter your email there. And then what we want to do from here is, so if it asks you to describe your character of business. So this is actually a required section right here. Some are not required. Basically, this is asking you to state like what the purpose of your business will be. And so we'll just say that it's real estate. Where is real estate? Real estate rental and leasing. Oh, so that now they're asking for a subcode. Also, no problem. What you want to do here is just further specify what kind of real estate you're in. And so we'll say that you are a lessor, so you're renting out real estate property, whether it's residential or commercial. You just want to leave that and make sure that you are indicating which industry you're in and kind of what the nature of your business is. Now, statutory agent information. So you'll hear this referred to as, different things. So a statutory agent, as Arizona calls it, is the same thing as a registered agent. So first question here that they're asking for is your statutory agent an existing business registered with the Arizona Corporate Commission? You can say yes or no. There are registered agents out there that act or they're specifically their sole business is acting as a registered agent. One of those is Northwest Registered Agents. I've used those or used that company several times for other clients that were setting up. My company is not. We are a registered agent in the state of Florida, but we are not in any other state at the moment. There are companies out there, like I said, that do it, but you can also act as your own registered agent. So for purposes of this demonstration, we will select yes, and we're going to say, I'm sorry, let's say no. And let's make sure that we state that it's an individual. So I will just enter my name, and that will allow us to create agent. Now, what they're going to do whenever you create an agent here, if you're going to act as your own registered agent, it's a way to save on the cost. Normally, what you can expect is probably about $125 to $150 a year for a registered agent service. You can also act as your own in most states, but we'll enter my information here. And also for the registered agent, you're always going to need to have a registered agent that is located or has a physical address in the state of your business. All right, that should be good. And then mailing address is the same. All right, cool. So we have our statutory agent, aka registered agent, entered, and we can select next from here. And now it's going to take us to our principal address. So this would be the same thing as like your principal place of business. And here we will just say that it's the same as the statutory agent street address. But if you have like a specific principal place of business, you can enter that here. So if that's your home, if you work from home, if you have a physical address and you want that to be your headquarters, principal address, principal place of business, headquarters, all means the same thing. So our principal information. So this is a very important section. This is where they want you to actually specify whether your business is member managed or manager managed. So if it's member managed, that means that the owners are actually also managing the day-to-day operations of the business. However, in some cases, a business can be manager managed, meaning the owners don't have anything to do with the day-to-day. They are just assigning or appointing managers to handle the day-to-day operations. And so we will select member managed. And so then it gives you the option here to select member, and we will just enter my name again. And we'll say that it's the same as my contact, my mailing address is the same as the principal address. One thing I like about what they did here is they don't add a bunch of sections to add members. Like say there's 2, 3, 4, 5 members. Here you can add as you need them. So if it's a sole member, meaning it's just one owner, you can just add one and select next. Or if there's multiple, you can add multiple. So we'll select next here. And the next is going to ask for organizer information. Following validation messages, member managed must list at least one member. Okay. Maybe they're asked, maybe they need a date here. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. That's what they wanted. So basically, what they wanted us to do there was add that member before we selected next. So by clicking that, what that will do is that will go ahead and add that and essentially submit it as a member, and then it will automatically populate a new section for you to add if there's multiple members. And then, as I mentioned, next is going to be the organizer information. So the organizer information is if you're having someone set this up for you, if it's your attorney, if it's someone else that has more experience with this, you can enter the organizer information. We'll add my name to see. I don't think they will have an issue with that. Organizer, the theme that we did on the last section, and that adds me right here. And let's select next. Perfect. So looks like one of our last sections here is the eCorp system will take the information you've entered and create the articles of organization. Do you want eCorp articles to submit? Do you want to use the eCorp articles as your official document submitted for filing? And the answer to that is yes. Now you can select no if you wanted to if you say you wanted to fill the articles out in handwriting, if you wanted to look at it, if you wanted to add documents to it and then submit, you could definitely do that. So here we'll select yes, because what they will do is they will take all of the information you added from sections 1 through 6 here, and it will create the articles of organization to then submit to be approved. So we'll select yes, and we'll select next. Okay, now whoever was organizing this, whether it was you, the member can also act as the organizer. If it's somebody else that is setting this up for you, they can sign here as well. But basically, they just want you to acknowledge that, or affirm that all of the information entered is true to the best of your knowledge. So by typing your name, that is sufficing as your signature. And then they want you to identify yourself as the authorized agent or as the organizer. So we'll state that we're the organizer. And again, let's make sure that confirms what we have entered, and select next again. So that's the signature section there, section 8. Number 9 is going to have you probably review all of the information you entered. Make sure that it's accurate, that the mailing addresses and contact information is all accurate. And this is also one of the most important sections, because you want to confirm that the information is true, it is accurate, because if it's not, you'll have to go back and amend those articles. And that there's they charge a fee that takes a little bit of time. So it's much easier to just review it for perfection the first time. So we'll go through, we'll check all of our information here, make sure that it's accurate, and it is. And then we will go to payment details. Now this is where you will finalize the filing fee. I'm aware that the Arizona Corporation Commission will not receive this submission until the statutory agent electronically accepts their appointment via their eCorp dashboard. I am also aware that the submission process time will not commence until the statutory agent electronically accepts their appointment. Just acknowledge that. And the next section will be go to payment details. And it will even it looks like it itemizes all of the payments that, or I guess it gives you different options for how quickly you want to have your articles processed. So if you're in a hurry and you want to expedite it, there's an expedited fee. Now the typical document fees, or it looks like the standard filing fee here is $50, which is actually really, really good. Most states are about 150. I've seen up to 300. That's actually a really good price. Now, you can select regular if you're not in a hurry. You can expedite it, and you'll add to shopping cart and then just enter payment information and submit. And as soon as you pay and submit, those articles will then be generated and sent electronically via the eCorp system that they are referring to and reviewed by the Corporation Commission. And once you are approved, it will send you a notification email that tells you that your business is active, and you can use that confirmation and your articles of organization to go and apply for an employer identification number. And that's pretty easy to do as well. And once you're there, it was set up. Once you're approved and go get your EIN, you will be good to go, ready to start operations and on your way to success. Thanks so much, and hope this helps.